Hi there, fellow humans. I have the weirdest ways of greeting you. Maybe one day I'll just say hello normally, but apparently today's not that day. A common phrase people say when things get tough is, everything happens for a reason. Your mom said it, your friend said it, your aunt's cat is probably saying it right now. This is a really comforting sentiment, and sometimes, in the end, it really does feel like everything worked out for the best. Maybe you were fired, which is terrible, but it gave you the motivation to start up your own business, and now you're self-employed and thriving. And you can look back and say with satisfaction, wow, everything really does happen for a reason. It's human nature to have this desire to justify or explain life experiences, or give them meaning somehow. I think to an extent, most people like to believe that every adversity that they go through is intended to test them and make them stronger. No one wants to think that unfortunate situations are random or without significance. It's understandable then why that reassuring phrase is so widely circulated. I know the thought that everything happens for a reason has brought me comfort in the past, and I never want to detract from anyone's thoughts or beliefs. I'm not saying we should abolish the phrase completely. It's completely okay if you feel it helps you. But I think it's important that we don't apply these words blindly to any situation, because that can be incredibly damaging. For example, I don't think it's okay to apply this to trauma survivors. Some shitty things just happen, and it's not your fault, and it's not some divine lesson, and even if you did learn something from the experience, there's no need to feel grateful for what happened. You did not and do not deserve this, and should not be forced into this what doesn't kill you makes you stronger mindset. This wasn't destined to happen, and it didn't have to happen for you to grow as a person. I know people who have learned a lot from their negative experiences in life. They've learned about compassion, healthy communication, self-love, and so much more. And yet I can guarantee you they would give that all up in a heartbeat if it meant they never had to live those experiences in the first place. There is solace in the fact that sometimes things just happen. A simple case of wrong place, wrong time. The universe or some higher power isn't out to get you. You aren't being punished by the world. You aren't cursed. You don't have bad luck. Shit just happens, and sometimes it's out of our control. Adopting this everything happens for a reason mindset could also lead to people forgetting to hold the actual perpetrators accountable for their actions and their behavior. They didn't help with your character development, and they do not deserve a thank you for the part that they played in your trauma. The fault lies with them, not the universe orchestrating things behind the scenes, and definitely not with you. Furthermore, I think the mentality behind this phrase can make you feel even more out of control of your life and the outcome of situations. If you're always thinking that everything that is intended to happen will happen, you're not going to take any action or control yourself, as you're allowing the universe to take the wheel. Although this does sound a lot easier than having to navigate life yourself, if you want to attain something in life, 99.9% of the time, you're the one who's gonna have to work for it. You're also more likely to allow yourself to be treated shittily because you believe that this is what is meant to happen. It's happening for a reason. The universe knows best. You're going to accept mistreatment and be taken advantage of. And that's really unfair. It can't be rationalized away by generalized phrases such as this one. You can drive yourself insane searching for reasons for this awful thing happening, obsessing over potential positive attributes you derived from it. But this is unlikely to give you closure, because you're searching for answers to an impossible question, rather than allowing yourself to become a victim of life, I guess, resigned to your predestined fate. Maybe try work towards becoming a survivor, a creator of your future, someone who is in control of their life. I know that's what I'm trying to do. That mind shift isn't very easy though. Letting go of trying to understand the deeper meaning or reason behind an injustice done to you is probably the healthiest thing you can do to truly start healing and moving on. There seems to be this incessant need to find the positives in certain situations. You know, that classic toxic positivity that pervades the internet and everyday life? But you don't have to fall into that trap. If you were not in a happy situation, you don't have to be positive about it. I know I used to do this a lot. I'd tell friends about an unpleasant circumstance and then follow it up with some fake positive comment like, well, at least I know now to be wary of men. That's a good thing. I'll be more careful from now on. Or, just some fake positive insight on the situation that deep down I didn't really resonate with, because that's not how I truly felt. If it was an unpleasant situation, there's no need to find positive outcomes within it to justify the experience. Of course, it's completely okay to take away genuine nuggets of knowledge from a situation and learn and grow as a person from that, or adapt your way of thinking or acting. But this can be neutral growth. You don't have to regard it as a lesson that you're thankful for. Also, I'm sure it goes without saying, but it's obviously not okay to say, don't worry, everything happens for a reason, to someone who has experienced extreme trauma, such as losing a loved one, experiencing sexual or emotional abuse. Just not okay. That's definitely not going to help them with their healing process and will kind of just fuck with them mentally. It's okay to accept that sometimes we are just human beings having human experiences. It's pretty inevitable that we all have bad experiences in life, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's happening for a higher purpose. I'll admit the thought that things happen for a reason can be encouraging. You're able to withstand a lot more in life when you're convinced that you're working towards this end goal, where you will be this well-formed, fully developed person, mentally, emotionally, physically. But that self-growth that you're looking for won't take place if you let life just happen to you and drift with the current, trusting that everything has a deeper meaning, and if you are where you are in life right now, this is where you were always meant to be at this time. No need to take any action to alter your life circumstances. This kind of goes hand in hand with the video I made about manifestation, or the problem with it, because in the end we've ended up at the same conclusion. To be that person you've always wanted to be, you're the one that needs to act on it. It's very unlikely that things are just going to all magically fall into place and happen for you if you don't put any effort in. I hope I didn't come off as too harsh in this video, but this is just one of those benign sayings that really just rubs me the wrong way every time I hear it now. Let me know what you think about this, if you agree or disagree with my point of view. Obviously, when I talk about these kind of topics, they're more of an opinion than anything else. I'm always open to a good debate. I love arguing. That's actually not true. I don't like conflict, but I do like a good debate. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you so wish, and have a great day.